This video is proudly brought to you by MT Urban Stereo. This video is proudly brought to you by MT Urban Stereo. This video is proudly sponsored by MT Urban Stereo. Hi guys, what's up and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Consolata and I'm really excited to have you here. So first time I want to say welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say also thank you for being so loyal. You're amazing. And yeah, MT Urban Stereo actually stands for Mavukutafara Urban Stereo, which is generally a platform that is being created for Mavukutafara, though all of us can like watch it because it's extending into different parts of Zimbabwe. For example, Eastview is the next move that we are working on, and it's really amazing to see the growth in this Facebook and Instagram and Twitter platforms, the links for which I will put in the description below. You're able to get news on the latest news, sport, music, your favorite TV shows, your favorite TV sequels, and discussion of mostly some social issues that really affect the youth. And today I'm really excited because MT Urban Stereo has sponsored this video. I'm actually going to be talking about social issues that have been affecting us as the youth. And yeah, the very first thing is that your parents could literally give you away for free to somebody that you don't even love, because I feel like there's so much pressure in society, even from on our parents' side, whereby their friends are constantly asking them, when is Consolata gonna get married? When is Tatila gonna get married? And they just also don't know, and in the end they reflect that pressure on us. I actually know someone who ended up just finding a random guy who was already proposing to her, because she was like, you know what, my mom has been on my case and she wants me to get married. She went to this guy, told him, okay fine, now I want to get married, and they got married. But they were never fully happy and satisfied in that marriage because there was no love between them, but simply because her mom had literally sworn that she wasn't going to eat. Imagine, for a whole 4 days her mother did not eat. Like, this is a real story of somebody that I actually know, that her mom didn't eat until she brought a guy home and said she wanted to get married to that guy. That's when her mom finally ate, after she had seen the guy. So there's so much pressure from society, even from relatives, that makes us think that marriage is like something that we have to earn as soon as possible, and it may not necessarily be God's plan or God's timing for us, but simply because society says once you're done with school you have to get married. And I've been a victim of that, in the sense that, like, I graduated from school last year and people are not asking how I'm gonna make money, what are my career goals, what are my spiritual goals and stuff like that. All they're basically asking is, when are you getting married? I feel like it's a question that we're basically tired of as the youth. And if you are a parent and actually viewing this, please, we kindly ask that you spare us from this question, because we rely on you for comfort, you know. And yeah, people basically ask, when are you getting married? Like, a friend of mine, Amanda, had to make or create a whole podcast to talk about that question that has been asked a million times, that when are you getting married? And I'll put the link in the description below. But yeah, it's basically that pressure that we really feel. And sometimes I know a friend of mine who actually fell into a deep depression because of the pressure to get married. And also, when you begin to see people around you getting married, your friends, your colleagues getting married or marrying, and you feel like you're not doing something right, I just want to let you know that sometimes it's just not your time or your season. When your time or your season comes, even if you don't even have a guy that you're dating, you can like date for 3 months and get married immediately. What was her name? I think it was Rebecca in the Bible. She was just giving water to the sheep, and it didn't take time for her to get married. Like, they didn't date or court like Mary and Joseph, where people already knew that they were betrothed to be married, but it was just an instant kakaka. I believe that some things will actually go faster for you, and you're not gonna have to date for like 5 years and then get married in the 6th, because sometimes God just has a different love story and a different path for you. So if we get that understanding on our own, of really understanding that, you know what, this is where I am, I'm happy to be single now. If you're single, and then if you're single as in not married but in a relationship, you keep trusting. If you now want to get married, that your time will come soon. Also, another friend of mine was actually telling me how her relatives have been pressuring her to get married. So she told them that, you know, some people are just meant to walk on a different path. Now they're like, remember a different path? You know, like, you who have chosen the different path. I'm like, okay. Does it really get that bad and that terrible? But yeah, and I hope that our society and us are able to support each other through this, because pressure is from everywhere to get married. But then if you have your friends by your side, you know, it's just easier to get through stuff, and you don't have to really go through every pain, every emotion on your own, because yeah, the pressure can really get overwhelming. But do get help, and know that your man, your woman is coming when the time is right. Now, the second thing that we're going to talk about is how Christians judge. So there's this South African gospel artist that's called Mahalia Buchanan, and she's a powerful gospel artist. But it was so funny to me when she posted on her Instagram when she got engaged that she can finally kiss her boyfriend and actually post the pictures on her social media like that. I know that she was the only one, but there's also Kiera Shade, who posted a photo of a drink that she was drinking, and she had to put in brackets that non-alcoholic. She's not the only one, but also like Mpumi Ledwaba toasted to some champagne, and she's like non-alcoholic. So that shows that someone, when you're a Christian influencer, or rather when you're a Christian, you basically can't be your most authentic self. And it's such a pity that that's the sad reality. I feel like as Christians, we would gain more souls to God's kingdom if we judged people less. Like, oh, but Christians, I'm a judge. They be judging and judging and judging, such that people will never show you who they truly are. I feel like many Christians drink in private. They drink wine, they have sex in private, but then they will never come out and really say it, simply because there's so much judgment around such issues. And I feel like God still uses imperfect people. I'm not justifying whatever actions that you and I could be taking, but the truth is that if we were just a little less judgmental, I am so convinced that the world would be a better place. Because if you've had sex before marriage, that is a non-starter. You've been written off. If you eloped and you didn't like get married in the traditional way of paying lobola and stuff like that, you've been written off. If you've had a child and you're a single mother or single father, you are written off. Like, society literally writes off people, but God does not write off anybody. God will never write you off because of what you've done or what you're even doing. God basically does not care what you did 5 seconds, 5 minutes ago. He cares what you are doing now. And if we got to that realization and that understanding, we'd be less judgy, would live more productive lives without fear of being judged by society and things like that. So I really hope that you guys just enjoyed hearing my most random thoughts, and I hope that you guys will actually subscribe to MT Urban Stereo and get all news on the latest updates on news, music, sports, your favorite drama series. And I really hope to see you in the next video. Please do subscribe to this channel, and I'm really excited to see you and hear your thoughts and views on the topics that I've spoken about Christians being judgmental, and also about the pressure to get married. I love you so much, and God loves you even more. There's no rush, okay? You don't have to rush yourself. God loves you, God is with you, and He will see you through the end. I love you so much. Bye.